Going on, guys? As we know, the Steelers season officially ended today. Um, really turned it around. We'll get into that. Um, just been one of those years. We didn't expect much, and then it turned into something special at the end and didn't get anywhere. But we're going to bring in our guest tonight. We have 4 on the panel tonight. Everyone hit that like and subscribe button. And let's meet the crew. We're going to bring in Pens first, who just left the live stream from his own stream. What's going on, Pens?
I'm good. Penguins won 4-1. We're back in the winning formula.
That's all that matters. And of course, we have a former guest, and where it all began for me, this guy right here, Mr. Eric. What's up, buddy?
Mr. OG here, Eric Reffert in the house. What is going on?
You get to pass that trophy to me too, huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. You're co-champ.
Yeah,
what a travesty! Yeah. I've never ever seen that before in my life.
Me neither.
I mean, like, am I meeting you two somewhere?
I have no idea how we're doing this.
I'm probably mailing it to whoever the first. I mean, he got the most points first. I would assume he would be holding it first.
That's fine. I'll hold it towards the end because I took the higher road because I was the higher seed and finished in the last place.
I know. Well, unbelievable. The NFL screwed you. It's not even the commissioner's fault this time, isn't it?
Right. We expected the commissioner to do it, though.
I know. We expected the commissioner to do it, but the NFL did it for you.
Melissa, one of our co-hosts on the recap show, said, "What's up, Eric?"
Hey, what's going on?
And then last but not least, someone that just signed up under Pens for the live stream and grew up in Pittsburgh, moved out, and let's bring him in, Mr. Doug. How are you, Doug?
Hey, guys, I'm doing great. Just wish the Jets could have been able to get it done today, but they failed us. So we're missing the show, but glad to finish on a good winning streak. So glad to be here, guys.
Was trusting the Jets.
Stupid Flacco lets the Pittsburgh Steelers down once again.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say either it's beating us one time in the playoffs, or
no, that's what I'm saying.
At one time,
Flacco always has to get his stupid.
Yeah. Never trust Flacco. Never trust a former Raven.
Exactly.
Can't do it.
Especially from Keystone Oaks.
Stupid Flacco.
That's like trusting the crackhead outside your local gas station.
Saying hi to everyone. Look at that, Doug. You're already getting a fan base.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Melissa agrees with us.
Leaves Pitt, goes to Delaware, goes to Baltimore, Pittsburgh's rival. We smack each other around a little bit. Now he screws us again. Joe Flacco versus Pittsburgh. We got to do a whole entire historical breakdown of the events. Be like
whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do it. Whatever you want to do it, Eric. Let me know.
Oh hell yeah, we got to do it.
Vic Tanito says we will do it next year.
Maybe. Maybe next year.
He clicked out. I knew what he meant whenever he said this one, and I just clicked on it, and he already had someone else up. This might be one of your guys. It depends.
Yeah, that's mine. So,
but anyway, what did you guys think of this season? Let's look at the schedule real quick. We never got a chance to break it down, did we, Eric?
No.
I don't think we ever did that show, did we?
No, we did not.
No, we did not. When you looked at the schedule at first, what did you guys think? What were your thoughts?
Tough schedule.
Go ahead, Doug. We'll start with you. Hold on. We'll start with Doug.
Yeah, I mean, I thought our defense was going to be good enough this year. When TJ went down in that first game, I think that really hurt us. And I mean, I thought the schedule was something we could overcome. That NFC South is not that good, and we showed it by winning 4 of those games. But we just couldn't get it done against the East. And again, I think losing TJ for what are we losing for 4, 5, 6 games? Really hurt the defense. And it was 6 games.
6 weeks.
So I think that really hurt us. And then of course you got Devin Bush. There's a lot of question marks around him coming out of training camp. Can they stop the run? Him and Miles Jack. And I guess after his injury, first round pick, he's just not the guy he once was. And so just unfortunate for him. I think we've got to, I think we should have went after Roquan Smith. Ravens got him, but I thought the defense, if we had TJ for the whole year, I think we could have made the playoffs. Pickett played pretty well when he came in. Trubisky had that one game against the Ravens that, really hurt us through those 3 picks, and we lost 16-14. That was a crushing blow there. But I thought we were in the mix. Obviously, we're not as good as Kansas City and Buffalo and probably Cincinnati as well. But give us another year or two, get that offensive line going, and I think we can really, really compete with the big boys.
Eric, thoughts?
Yeah, no, definitely what I'm going to take what Doug said a little bit on the NFC South versus AFC East route. Yeah, I mean, we won every game in the NFC South. That was great. Awesome. Could not get it done against the other division we had to face. If we would have took,
that would be the AFC.
If we would have even took one of those games, we'd be in a different situation right now, wouldn't we, guys?
Yeah.
We had to win at least one. The Jets was the one to do it, and we just blew it. I mean, hey, it is what it is sometimes. This is a young roster, right? Kenny Pickett, I know he's a rookie quarterback, and I've been heavily critical of him the past 3 games, especially this offense. This offense needs a lot of work. I hope to see some big moves this offseason in regards to offensive line, particularly the left tackle. That needs help. He needs blindside help. That was terrible in the passing game. The run blocking is awesome. This is one of the best run blocking teams I think I've seen in a minute. But the pass blocking needs some work. They need a left tackle who can actually block.
Eric, can you answer this question?
What happened on that 2-yard Nick Chubb touchdown? I was tired today. I'm not gonna lie. I think I napped. I fell asleep halfway through the second quarter because I was just so tired.
I know Najee fumbled, and then when I was at work. I was listening on the radio. We didn't have it on. I don't know why we didn't have it on. But when I got in the car and who caught that first touchdown? Who got it for the Steelers?
Pickens.
Was that Pickens?
Pickens made some awesome plays today.
Pickens made the
Pickens was the first touchdown, and then all of a sudden they said it was tied. So I also missed the Chubb touchdown. I was like, who scored for Cleveland? Pens, did you get to see it, or were you at work too?
Yeah, I was away. I wasn't even home.
Doug, did you happen to see it?
Yeah, I'm in Virginia. They didn't broadcast the game. I had the Jets and the Dolphins game on. That was the only one I was able to see.
I thought they would have. I thought they would have definitely in Virginia had the Steeler game.
If I stayed home, they would have had the Ravens and the Bengals, and then they had the Jets and the Dolphins game.
Yeah, if we're playing the Ravens, they'll show the game most of the time, unless the Redskins are on. But yeah, today it was the Jets and the Dolphins, and it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you more Eastern game. Virginia?
Yeah, Northern Virginia.
Okay,
just south of DC.
Yeah. If you're more on the western side, that's where they get all the Pittsburgh stuff.
Right, near West Virginia. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's why I was asking. I was just wondering geographically, that's why. Figured.
Yeah, I mean the I think the Jets had a chance in the game to pull it out, but they had a horrible personal foul call on the last drive for the Dolphins. They gave them a first down, moved them into field goal range, and then they got the field goal 9-6, and then they got the stupid safety at the end as they were trying to pass the ball around. But just a horrible game, to broadcast on national TV, or at least here in Northern Virginia. So.
Does anyone think these Dolphins have a chance next week? I'm just asking a general question right now.
No
way.
No.
Someone posted something earlier real quick. Would you start Tua? And I said Tua should never start again in this league. I mean, the guy doesn't even know when he has a concussion. So I would be scared for this young man's life.
Well, not only that, he's a liability. I mean,
yeah, I don't think the Dolphins have a chance, to be honest with you. Their offense is dysfunctional. When Waddle was nicked up today, Hill got hit hard today. I mean, their running game, they've got Mostert. He's pretty good, but at the end of the day, I think they're going to have a hard time with Skylar Thompson back at quarterback, or I forget who their other guy is.
But, this is the happiest day of my life. I'm like, come on, get off the camera.
Did Mike McDaniel save his job in Miami? I heard he was like on the firing seat.
Hey, they made the playoffs, though. Listen, if they had the same standards we do, he'd be the coach for the next 25 years. But
they don't even know if Teddy will play this week.
All right. So as far as I'm concerned, we should have the same standard for him, too.
So we could have 2 rookie quarterbacks starting this week, Skylar Thompson and Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
I know I'm well off topic, but we're talking about playoffs, so that's why I stuck with it.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Hey, we talk about whatever. But can I answer that question you had before? I had them going. I had them going 9-8, and hopefully some help with the. I said with the new system, new schedule, new defensive coordinator. I said at the beginning of the year it's going to be rough, but it's going to get better towards the middle of the season. That's what happened. But I thought they were going to squeeze in, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens next year. Hopefully they build up that offensive line. I didn't trust that offensive line from the beginning of the season. Me and Vic here, he said the same thing. We call it as it is. So I was right about that. I was right down the middle, right what I said, but I was hoping we would get help, but we weren't even supposed to be in that position.
I had the Steelers going 11-6, I believe.
Super optimistic. I even told you that.
Nuts.
No,
you're nuts.
I did. I had a lot of losses coming in the beginning, and because I thought Kenny Pickett was going to be our starter, and then he was going to get going. I had a lot of my losses coming in the beginning of the year, and Kenny Pickett riding it out. I mean, obviously, since we got rid of Claypool, we've been 7-2.
Yeah, stupid Trubisky cost us a lot of games.
I don't know. Whenever Trubisky went back in after Kenny got a concussion, it seemed like we had a lot more first downs after a first down. We had a lot less 3-and-outs with Mitch when he came back. I'm just saying. The numbers are there.
He always telegraphs where he throws. That's his problem. He doesn't disguise where he throws. That's his only issue.
That's also true, but the offense still moved nicely, though. When he did go back, when he did.
Yeah, I know. We could have won that Baltimore game.
I know. That would have probably helped us, too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I thought Pickett was really good as a rookie, to be honest with you. I wasn't a big fan of him being picked. I wanted to pick offensive linemen in that draft, but they went with Kenny, and I was wrong. I think he's the future of the franchise, and they can just surround him with some offensive linemen. I mean, they've got the wide receivers, they've got Freiermuth, they've got the running back. Warren was a good third down back. I think they just need a couple more stud offensive linemen to get that running game going consistently. And on the defensive side, I think they need a linebacker. I think they need a run stuffing linebacker in there. Probably another nose tackle to replace Cam Hayward when he's hanging up the cleats. But yeah, I don't think the Steelers are far away, to be honest with you.
I have a quick question, since we're looking like needs. Would this be a want? Would anybody want to see Pickett and Addison reconnect?
Yes.
If Addison comes
yes,
out of
I
the
do
draft.
think the Steelers need at least one more receiver. To be dominant.
And get rid of Johnson.
Do have Johnson when he is consistent. When he does feel like
Johnson.
catching, Johnson's good.
No, Deontay
Pickens
Johnson's
is
horrible.
the future of this team at receiving. First and foremost, I cannot wait to see him years to come. That's my favorite guy so far. Oh my God, Pickens is amazing.
Yeah, but
one more receiver I think would definitely work for us, for sure. Definitely work on the O-line. I think O-line's got to be the first pick we got to make.
That's going to be like I think we're going to be 16, I think.
That's a good pick to have. in the halfway point.
And then we're going to be
you could use the Bears
then
pick.
we're going to be first
That's
pick.
going to be a 30. Oh, listen.
Yeah,
you
we got the first pick in the second
Bears
round.
pick at 16th to move up
the Bears
in the draft.
pick, yep.
I mean, they got a lot of options right here.
Well, we also have the 30. We also have that first
Yeah,
pick
it
in the
is
second
33rd,
round.
but the Dolphins, I guess, some investigation. So now that makes us 32nd. So we have
Can I ask Doug a question quick?
Yeah, go, man.
If we didn't pick Pickett, you said you were hesitating about picking Pickett. Who would you have choose?
I got to look back at that draft real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
1 second. Let me look it up.
Aaron Rodgers threw a pick.
Yeah, I don't have a player by name, but I would have definitely been looking at the best offensive lineman available at that spot. I mean, I know we picked up some free agents, but yeah, I know we picked up some free agent offensive linemen, so we could go with Pickett or an offensive player. But I'm a firm believer in that first, second, third round. You almost always have to pick an offensive lineman to keep your line strong, so you can have that running game. I think that just growing up Steelers, Franco Harris and Rocky Blyer, and then you go through obviously to Jerome Bettis and all the running backs we've had. I just think Steelers football is running the ball, hammering it home, and so I'm just that's the way I think is just offensive lineman, run blocking, pounding the ball down your throat is Steelers football. And the outside stadium is great in that winter time to do that. So I'm not a finesse guy, with picking these fancy wide receivers and other maybe guys that kind of grew up on the track or on a fast surface in college. Just give me a Nebraskan offensive lineman and a bell cow running back and just stuff it down their throat. That's kind of the way I'd like to see Steelers play.
That is what my buddy Mark would definitely be saying. Well, he's a Green Bay fan, but
let me know when you guys share my screen.
I
got the draft list up here.
No, I didn't know if you're looking at Malik Willis or Sam Howell or Riddler or something. I didn't know if you're looking at one of those quarterbacks too.
Okay, I am sharing it. I'm waiting. I have it. I'm just waiting on you to click on it.
Yeah, just know what is it, Kendrick Green? Just no reaches like that on offensive linemen, please.
There you go. Okay, so we pick Kenny Pickett at 20th. The best available was Tyler Smith.
Go to full screen, you can read it better. Hold on, if you guys go to full screen, you can read it better. Like that little square thing at the bottom. Click on it, and you'll be able to see this whole screen a lot better than what it looks like on the computer screen. Yeah. Just to let everyone know. But then we can't read comments or anything.
We have Tyler Smith, offensive tackle out of Tulsa. Not sure how he did. I could probably do some research. But then Tyler Linderbaum, he had a very good season with Baltimore. I do pay attention to my AFC.
I thought the Steelers were going to get him when we were talking.
That's what I wanted, honestly, in the draft. I was like, look,
because Pouncey just retired.
Replaced Pouncey. Yep.
Yeah.
Right. Like Tyler Linderbaum, I think, would have been the most logical draft pick for 20.
I thought we were going to save him for the second round, get Pickett and Tyler, but stupid Ravens always gets my picks.
See, I think we could have got Kenny Pickett in the second. I think we could have got Linderbaum first and then Kenny, because I don't think any quarterback
I didn't care what order. I wanted Pickett from the start because I knew what he was capable of doing, and he's a hometown boy.
I wanted to see us get Cal Hamilton. He's from
New Jersey, not exactly hometown.
But I know what I mean.
Cal Hamilton.
Pittsburgh.
I know. He played a Pitt. I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to get Hamilton from them.
So he does know the city. After 5 years, I hope.
Right.
Now 6, but
if you stay in Pittsburgh longer than 4 years, you're pretty much a civilian.
Yeah, we pretty much just accept you. Like, hey, welcome to the town. Welcome to the town.
Yeah.
Welcome to town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome to downtown and that. All right.
No, Doug, I wasn't sure.
Anything else we wanted to look at? Another one, which would have been cool, was Quay Walker, inside linebacker from Georgia. That would have been also a pretty interesting pick.
I think anyone from Georgia would have been good in this draft.
Yeah, they all did excellent, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Walker did
every single
Walker did good
player.
with the Raiders.
Walker goes first overall, even though he's been quiet all year.
Yeah, he's
At
hit
some,
really well
at
with
some
the
point,
Packers,
people were
or the
saying
Raiders,
maybe
I
he
mean.
should be Mr. Irrelevant because he's number
Yeah,
one.
I think we missed the boat on Roquan Smith. If do you guys know what did the Ravens give to get him? If we could have given them Claypool and somebody else to get Roquan, I think that would have been
draft
huge.
picks, I think.
You know, I'll
Yeah,
tell you what.
we
Looking at
missed
this
out on
draft, though, I know this is not a draft recap show after the season, but man, did the Jets score in this draft
It's
or
gonna be
what?
good. There's gonna be good offensive.
They might have scored, but they didn't make the playoffs either.
Well, that's the thing, though. Garrett Wilson has shown potential.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sauce
for sure.
Gardner
Then they got
shows
Sauce
potential.
Gardner.
Like,
Jesus.
this is the future. Like, the Jets are the future if they keep this going, man.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson is incredible. He's a terrific player. He is. Yeah,
especially today, Doug.
The bad thing is he's like their only receiver, so they've got to get some more guys like him. If they want to compete.
I would like to think they will.
Yeah, especially if you watch the game today, Doug. He was doing some amazing catches today, coming back for the ball.
I take it they go after one of these quarterbacks coming out, right?
Oh yeah, there's going to be like 4 first-round quarterbacks. Bryce Young's going to be the first off.
That's what I was just saying, Melissa.
Yeah, that New York media is hard to get off your back. You know, there's a lot of pressure. Now that the Giants have made the playoffs, you know, and they're doing something good. The Jets got a lot of pressure on them for sure. So
keep scrolling down there.
New York sports media is insane.
When did Baltimore trade Kyle Hamilton?
Doug, going back to that, the Giants almost beat the Eagles on their third string quarterback.
When did
Yeah, the Eagles are not going into the playoffs on a good streak for sure. I mean, I think San Francisco's team to beat in the NFC right now. But
we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
They might be playing this Green Bay team that is red hot right now.
And the Cowboys put up a good show today, going into playoffs, losing to the Commanders. Good job.
Oh, freaking huge! Exit full screen.
Keep yapping.
You know, I did pick the Commanders as my underdog Super Bowl team. They didn't make the playoffs today. They were on a playoff berth for a little bit. I was getting excited.
I picked the Colts. Man. That was my sleeper team, and they just tanked. Matt Ryan was horrible.
They were sleeping. They slept all season. Matt Ryan move
was going to help.
They slept all season.
I thought with that offensive line and Jonathan Taylor, Pittman, and you know, I just thought Matt Ryan was the piece they needed, and oh my gosh, they just collapsed from first week on. They tied the Texans that first week, and just never improved.
I was going to say that's a typical Eagles thing. You know, they're one Super Bowl and most of their franchises failure. So
you gotta give it to them. They're 14-4, so you gotta give it to them.
Yeah, no, I mean they are 14-4. Damn, we played 18 games this year.
Melissa is our big Niner fan on the show this evening.
Yeah, yes, Eric. It's 18 weeks.
I believe these Niners are going to be very,
17
very
games, 18 weeks.
Yeah,
I believe these Niners are going to be very tough to beat.
Or 14-3 or something.
Yeah, I was going to say 14-3.
Yeah,
that's why I was just kidding around. I'm like, wait, what? They played an 18th game.
So I'm a closet Lions fan too. So I'm kind of secretly hoping the Lions get in and beat the Packers. So we'll see. It's a close game.
It's 16-13 right now, going into fourth.
Oh man, I'll have to put that on mute in the background here. A second.
Tough to go into Green Bay on a January Sunday night to win.
Green Bay just punted, and Detroit has the ball on the. It looks like the 25.
Does Lions get in
if
they win?
Very cold night it looks to be in Green Bay.
Yeah, I think the winner gets in. Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Lions win if they get in or not. I wasn't sure if they're mathematically out or not.
All right, so Kenny's first year, not bad. I thought 2,404 yards with him starting late in the season. I thought that was pretty good. Out through Mitchell Trubisky, actually almost doubled Mitch Trubisky.
There's your answer right there. Lions are done because Seahawks won earlier. So, okay. No, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, sorry. I knew. So, what are your grades on Kenny? What were your guys' grades?
A.
I thought he should have started all season, but that's for debate.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you draft a guy 20th overall, okay, your first
He
round
was
pick,
he was
you don't
concussion.
start him. There's something wrong with you.
All the games that he basically missed was because of concussion. He had 2 concussions this year, and he overcame that.
Right. I mean, look, they should have started him from the beginning if they're going to draft him that high. When he
but Mitch Trubisky was supposed to be the bridge.
You know, like I know, like, look, you're what they were supposed to do is sign Mitchell Trubisky for depth in case Kenny Pickett was struggling, and he had to get subbed out to try to win a game. That's the way they should have played it.
Tiny
hands. Of course, let's play Mitch.
And
you know, let's overplay our hand. Try to have Kenny Pickett save the season too early.
Right.
Okay, with that Jets game. When they should have waited until after the bye week to play the Kenny. Okay.
So that's why he wouldn't have a chance. We probably wouldn't have a chance. We probably wouldn't have gone as far with Kenny if we didn't have Kenny.
Dude, okay, when you're doing look, I know we're the Steelers and we expect to win, but sometimes in years like this, we should be trying to get a better pick. Sometimes. Okay.
Sometimes.
We are picking in the middle of these drafts every year, and we're finishing in the middle of the pack every year. It's a trend. I'm noticing a trend here. No one else is. But this is a trend. At some point, we have to stop being arrogant as an organization and go, hey, maybe it's okay to be a little under. Let Tomlin take the heat. You know, we'll keep Tomlin around. They could play it like that. Okay? You know how Steelers fans are. We get mad and angry, and you start winning, we forgive you. Okay? That's how we are here in this town when it comes to football. That's how we always pass.
Tomorrow morning,
deal with us being angry for now, so we're happy later. Okay? That's the way I would play this.
Right. But tomorrow morning, breaking news. Steelers fire Matt Canada.
Right, of course. See, that's the problem with this team. There's always
that's not going to happen
for every single.
They're not going to fire Matt Canada. Watch.
It's never Tomlin's fault. It's always the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator.
Matt
it is never the head coach.
No, I'm not blaming Matt Canada.
We've been through how many core? At some point, we have to look at the top. At some point.
I know.
Like, we cannot stop giving excuses to this guy. Like, look, I was on the excuse train back in 2014 when I was like, when I graduated high school, 18 years old. Tomlin's the man, dude. It's okay. It's only been a couple years. Well, we're almost 9 years after that. Like, all right, dude, I'm a little sick of defending you now. Like, we got to get something. Progress.
Doug,
stop choking.
What do you say about this, man?
Come on, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, so he's adamant, right? It started off with Graydon, not Trubisky, but Pickett. I think Pickett's probably a B+. I thought he was real impressive. I thought Trubisky is probably like a D. I think we expected him to come in and be a first-round pick and high first-round pick with experience, but he failed miserably. He was not able to get the ball down the field like we needed him to. And then with that makeshift offensive line, I thought you needed a mobile quarterback. So going to Pickett was the right move. It was kind of a panic move, I think. But the team plays hard for Tomlin. I mean, I'm not a big Tomlin fan, but they play hard for him. The defense, once we got TJ Watt back, what were we, 2-6 or something at one point?
Exactly, 2-6.
And we just went on a streak there. I do think we hit some teams when they were low. And playing backup quarterbacks and things like that always helps. But yeah, I'd give Pickett a B+. I think he needs to make some better decisions. He kind of locks in sometimes to the number one guy. He needs to pivot off of that, take what the defense is giving you. But as a rookie, I mean, that's, I thought he was really good as a rookie, and I just expect him to get better with his decision making. Again, if we can give him more time in the pocket, it all ties together, right? So then you have your backs, right? Your guys like Warren and Najee Harris picking up blitzes. Those guys can continue to make good blocks and give Pickett time. I think the sky's the limit for him, honestly.
What do you think? What do you think about what
Kenny Pickett? Of course, he was like your typical rookie quarterback. To me, he was below average, but when he was bright, he shined bright, right? So he shows a lot of upside for the future. Of course, this season's nothing to brag about with that touchdown to interception ratio, but he has a lot of upside. That is something I'm looking forward to for years to come.
He did better than Dan Marino and Peyton Manning combined in his rookie season than their rookie seasons.
Really?
Yes.
I have to see this. Hold on 1 second. Let me look this
First
up.
game, he threw 3 picks. Manning threw 3 picks on his first game.
Yes.
The only thing he did
I think
that no rookie quarterback did was ran 2 in for touchdowns.
You said the touchdown ratio. Peyton Manning and Dan Marino did horrible in their rookie seasons. Since you brought up the touchdown, since you talk about touchdown interception ratios, Kenny Pickett beat both of them.
Okay,
yeah, I will say about the quarterback position, I was surprised that Mason Rudolph didn't get in there and get a shot to play.
Snap, did he?
Yeah, I think I think they may have been able to get him in there, let him play a little bit, and possibly trade him before the deadline, get something out of him. But never materialized.
I was hoping.
Well, let's see here. It says here he does have 20 touchdowns to 6 picks in his rookie year, Dan Marino. He only started in 9 games, though, out of 16.
But they only played 16 then, right?
Yeah. So he only played 9 games and got 2,200 yards. 20 touchdowns, 6 picks.
So how many games did Pickett play?
Granted,
they were not letting him throw the ball, but anyway. Everything was short. They never let
based on
Kenny
QB
really
ratings, right? I'm going to do the comparison here real quick.
Yeah, I don't think Dan Marino had a guy like Matt Canada as his offensive coordinator either.
Yeah, that is true. I will give you that.
76 rating, Eric.
Let's see. So, yeah, that's
So while Eric looks at that, what do you think about what Eric was talking about with Matt Canada and Tomlin about, since you were live, about the 70s and 80s, whatever?
Who, me?
You agree with Eric or not?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Tomlin fan. I think for the last probably 7-8 years I've been wanting an administration change. Not a big fan of Canada. I want to see them pound the ball. I want to see them take shots down the field. I think Pickett's the guy to do that. And I just not a fan again of Tomlin and the whole leadership, general manager on down, getting a bunch of free agents on the offensive line and thinking that that's the answer for the season, not being prepared when Ben was retiring. I'm just not confident that they're able to get us back to the Super Bowl and win it. Yeah, I mean, I think if we don't think that's going to happen, then maybe we make that change. But I kind of agree with Adam. I mean, we went 9-8. They're probably not going to change. They're going to keep the offense and defense intact. And there's probably no other teams or colleges going after our coordinators at this point. So my guess is that they're going to stay where they're at at least for another year.
Well, Jim Harbaugh said that if he gets offered an NFL job, he's coming.
Well, he's got an interview with the Lions on or
Denver
on.
I know that.
I'm
just saying. If Pittsburgh gets rid of Matt Canada, Jim Harbaugh might be coming to Pittsburgh if that's possible. If we offer him enough money, it's possible.
Yeah, that's his in back to the NFL. A chance to.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I can't see a guy leaving a big program like Michigan.
You didn't
taking
hear
a
what
coordinator's
happened,
job.
You're having full control to now, just the offense. That's all you get.
I don't know, but you guys didn't hear what happened to Michigan, did you?
Yeah, that big scandal.
Yeah, he might be terminated. It's up to the school.
He might be getting terminated anyway, yeah.
So,
for what?
Possibilities are in the air.
Especially losing to TCU. Oh, my God. I don't know how you...
It's possible.
Georgia's going to beat up TCU.
TCU is favored by 13 right now, as last I checked. Yeah.
Nah, Georgia's favored.
Man, dude,
Georgia's favored by
betting
2
on Georgia
touchdowns.
now.
Georgia's
TCU
13 now.
favored?
Yeah.
But TCU has surprise moves. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's Michigan. Michigan's always known to choke
Mm-hmm.
every single time. When you expect them to win.
Next question, Adam.
Rushing. Grades on Harris. I like Jalen Warren. I like what he did as a fill-in. Kenny Pickett even had a little over 200 yards rushing. But I am excited that Najee Harris did get over the 1,000-yard marker. That was,
again.
You talk about
again. Yeah,
running
that's the
the ball.
second year in a row.
Yeah,
2,000
last year he
yards
beat
seasons.
Franco Harris's record. So
you talked about the running the ball more, and you got
That's
over 1,000 yards.
Ball,
so they did something right.
I'm a huge fan of it, running the ball. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, that's
well, no. See, I think the Steelers set this team up to going about what Doug was saying. They set this team up to run. That's why they got a bunch of run blockers. And you could tell whenever we were in run plays, we looked efficient. We were gaining consistent yardage when we ran. And that's why when you seen pass plays, we're getting sacked every other play. So, yeah, they definitely built this team for running this year.
Right.
You can just tell by their free agent signings.
Yeah, it took a little time. I think Tomlin or Najee was a little slow out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
He had a lot of 23 carries for 68 yards and stuff like that. But then maybe like a month or month and a half ago, he kind of hit his second wind and was really hitting the hole hard and looked really, really good. So kind of surprised he got to 1,000 yards, but he kind of turned it on these last, I think, 5 or 6 games. It really showed his character. And if he can continue to do that, I think we definitely have our running back for sure for the future.
I've definitely said since I've seen his first couple of games, we do have the running back of the future. Najee Harris is a beast. Even when people were down on him and saying to start Warren, I'm like, calm down. Okay, he's having a slump. Some running backs have this. Even Derrick Henry had a couple of 25 carry 60-yard games. Okay, calm down. They don't give up on him just yet. It is what it is.
Hold on real quick. As you see from Melissa's comment, Jamal Williams, second TD of the game.
Yep.
Eric's like,
way to go, Lions.
Thank you, Melissa, for the updates.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've been paying attention to the conversation. I don't have the TV up very loud, so you don't hear the audio. So,
how do you guys feel if we draft a running back to replace Jalen Warren for?
I like Jalen Warren, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking as a show. I'm just asking, what if we get another Najee Harris be a 1-2 punch? Do you keep Warren or do you want to get
another Are you talking not thunder and lightning? You're talking about having 2 lightnings?
Yeah.
Who would? I don't even know what.
They got the Georgia running back. He's pretty good. He's quick. He's like Najee.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't take a running back until probably that 4th or 5th round at the earliest. To be honest with you,
right.
If those guys fall, then yeah. But I would focus on getting a running back later in the draft. I do think that Benny Snell's probably worn out his welcome, but I think McFarland can be somebody. I watched him at Maryland; they're not that far away, but I think McFarland can turn it on. But we'll see. We'll see those guys, on the practice squad. You never know what they're gonna turn out, what their workout regime is, what their work ethic is, what they do at 5:30 in the morning and that kind of stuff. Are they hitting the gym or are they sleeping in, eating pizza, stuff like that? So I think that getting a running back is probably maybe a 4th or 5th round if somebody really good falls. I think they've got other bigger needs, honestly.
All right. No, it's something that I was thinking of. I was like, I didn't know if you guys would get rid of Warren. I know Adam likes Warren, but I didn't know if you guys would actually get some.
I do. I have him on my dynasty roster. I do like. I also have Mason or Jordan May or oh my gosh, Jordan Mason, Mason Jordan, one of the two, whatever. I forget the bolt of the Rolling Thunder from San Francisco, who was filling in for Eli Mitchell.
Oh yeah, Mason. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just call him Mason. Melissa's probably going to yell at me in a minute.
I mean, I like Jaylen Warren. I think his if you use him too much though, he's going to wear down. I think he's the perfect, change of pace back. He's good at blocking, but I think if you start giving him 10, 12, 14 carries a game, he's going to wear out because he's just not that big of a guy. So he definitely fits a need, but
Right.
he's number 2 or 1B of your top running back.
Now, Pens, you were saying like draft another running back, or you looking to like maybe get like a bowling ball as a full-time running back, and then have Najee Harris
Najee
come
Harris
in as like maybe a Tony
Pollard
type.
There it is.
Lightning
There's the
like that.
Yeah, there's the comment. She just corrected you.
Oh, I knew she would.
Yeah, no, I was gonna have Najee Harris at 1, but have like a third down running back. That's maybe Warren's starting to fatigue a little bit. I don't know. I'm just something that it's somebody out there in college that fits our system. Because you got Blake Corum if he recovers. You got that guy from Ohio State. You got Georgia person. You got people from Clemson. I'm just saying there might be a running back out there that might be better than Warren that fits our system. I'm just wondering what you guys were thinking. That's all.
Well, of course. I mean, I would never, ever, ever deny getting better players. That's the whole point. As a general manager, you're trying to make your team better. If you can get someone better than Jaylen Warren, I fully support it. Yeah, go get it.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's interesting. They drafted Ray McLeod, right? I think was he like a 4th or 5th round pick? I don't remember.
I think it's 4th.
But
yeah,
the problem with the guy of a small frame like that, he may be able to hit a great play here and there, but he is not somebody that's going to take a lot of carries. And I mean, I guess he's in San Francisco now. He's hit some big plays, but he's only hitting, probably running maybe, 15, 20% of their offensive plays. He's in the game. So to me, that's not worth a 4th round pick. I think they've got to focus on, a third down back is probably, 5th or 6th round pick for in my opinion.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can get, if you could add depth to the 3rd spot in the 5th or 6th, sure. I mean, why not, right? Injuries happen.
Right.
Some people got to fill in. Why not?
I just don't think. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I'm looking up running backs real quick.
Go ahead.
That are in the draft coming out.
Well, it's amazing that we got Najee Harris with was it like the 24th pick or something crazy?
Yeah, I couldn't believe no one took him either. I'm with you, Doug.
First pick, 24th.
Yeah,
pick.
I mean, best running back in the draft from Alabama, and he falls all the way to us. That was crazy.
Nobody
I
wanted
thought
him.
That was pretty funny, but that just went to show you that this league is a passing league now.
Yeah, 23 teams passed on him.
So
because it's a passing
this
league.
year they are saying that this class is loaded. They're saying the top 10. Here's what they're saying. Multiple backs in the 2023 class who didn't even make the top 10 would have cracked the top 5 in the 2022 draft.
And don't forget,
but here's the funny thing too. Remember last year, whenever there was only 3 big quarterbacks they were talking about, and this year they're saying that quarterbacks are loaded this year, and all of a sudden, midway through the season, they changed it and go, "Hey, 2024 is going to be loaded, not 2023." Go ahead.
And James Washington's available too, so we might be able a chance to get him back because Dallas just released him.
I don't think Tomlin likes James
Washington. If we don't draft the receiver, that'll be no way interception for the Lions. Oh my god!
Meanwhile,
sorry. Oh my god, that was intense. Oh, Aaron Rodgers is pissed. Dude, Rodgers is. Oh my god. He's like mouthing MFing.
Yeah, I can't think
That's a
we
great
would
pick
sign
right there.
James Washington.
Oh my god.
You know,
He's
I
like
think
he's like something the effing ball is all I seen about. Like,
Eric, calm down.
yeah,
Calm down.
blaming the wide receiver, I'm sure. Well, Antonio Brown's available, right? I don't think he's coming back. I think once these guys leave,
they want to see Antonio Brown's. What was that Instagram the other day?
yeah, they're not coming back.
He had the
I
cowboy
think
boots on, and that's it, and was standing out on the
Yeah.
balcony. I have no idea what this guy's doing anymore.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
a
no
mess.
idea. That Burkett hit really screwed that kid up.
So we've got Deontay Johnson and George Pickens and
Freiermuth and now Connor Hayward.
I don't think we've seen Calvin Austin play all year.
That's right.
Coming back next year because he was injured all
He's
year.
been hurt.
He wasn't. He was in the practice.
Where's West Virginia, right?
Yeah, really speedy wide receiver.
Yeah, but we had Boykin and
Eric, just to let
Olszewski.
you know, Melissa is as excited as you on this comment.
Yep. Oh my god, I can't believe it either. And then and of course he's like, I don't know who he's talking to, but all I see is some MF in the ball. I'm like,
He's probably talking Nick Florin or something.
Yeah, no, but I've never seen Aaron Rodgers look like that. Like the face
like, come back to
was
the
angry. I'm
ball.
going to snap your neck.
Apparently, he didn't watch the Philly game on Sunday Night Football.
Man, dude, he's losing it, dude. He's getting real unhinged.
I think he's going to retire after this year.
Yeah, he is. Dude, look.
He's 38, 39.
He's that angry old dude at the office who's been there like 40 years. He's just sick and tired of it. Counting down the days.
All season.
Like,
all season.
Well, 2 more games. One more game left. Thank God. Oh, my God. I hate this organization. They never, ever want to help me. They screw me.
Every year, though. They all make up at the off season.
All right, so moving on to wide receivers, guys. I should have had touchdowns, huh? DeAndre Johnson, none for $38 million.
That's a Steeler record, by the way. That's what I heard.
What's that?
That 882 yards receiving and no touchdowns. I heard that's a Steeler record.
Hold on a minute. He didn't catch one touch. I didn't even notice.
He caught a 2-point conversion today. That was his first catch in the end zone.
He had no touchdowns this year.
Oh man, what a fantasy target! I had him for fantasy in a league. Oh man,
well, I know what place you came in.
Yeah, I wasn't very good in that league. But the other league, I'm with Adam, and I went third. So I mean, it's not the best, but I won.
This might have been catch of the year, Eric. Look at your screen real quick.
What's that?
This might have been catch of the year right here, if they called it a catch.
Oh,
I just looked over, saw it getting replayed like 4
times. Speaking of catches of the year,
wait a minute.
Did you see George Pickens today?
Dude, that's a catch. That's a catch.
You see George Pickens today?
I did hear he had some great catches today. Back shoulder stuff.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Huge sideline catch. I was amazed. And then I got real tired because I was up since like 8 in the morning. And I crashed.
Yeah, I saw that highlight. I'm like,
to see this Pickens combo for the next couple years.
And Pickens also had a one-handed catch earlier against the Browns too. That was nice.
That catch against the Browns where he bent over backwards, 90-degree backwards. That was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a Lions fan for the playoffs. I really want to see them do stuff. Honestly,
well, Lions aren't
already out.
Oh, they're already out.
Yeah, they're out.
That's right. What's it called? One.
The Seahawks won.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go bad and have the Lions in the playoffs, go right ahead.
Yeah.
Eric would run some Madden stream right now.
I didn't realize Seattle won. Damn it, man.
Yeah,
that just killed my whole entire momentum in the next
game.
They won
16-13.
All right, then let's go Bills for DeMar Hamlin. I don't know anymore.
I don't really care.
I'm rooting for the Niners.
You want them to tie us?
Yes, maybe put a little pressure on this team and wake them up.
Oh,
right.
I actually like that take. That's good. I like the pressure. That'd be good pressure. Good
But
pressure.
I mean, it didn't do anything when Brady and them tied us at 6, so I don't know what the difference would be if the Niners.
Wait a
tied
minute.
us.
Oh yeah, we did. That's right. Yeah, I was going to say.
Niners have
after,
5, Eric. Niners have 5.
Yeah, the Niners have 5.
Yeah, you're right.
Montana.
I thought we had 7 for a second. I don't know why. I guess
No,
I was
Brady
like,
has
yeah,
7.
we definitely got to win another win in there somewhere.
Montana and Steve
Brady
Young.
alone has 7.
Yep, it's 6. I don't know why I was thinking 7 for a second.
No.
Yeah, so if we're grading receivers,
Young.
if we're grading receivers, I get C as C at the most. You know, I think like you said, Pickens is the guy for the future, but I think Deontay Johnson, you know, I don't know. I mean, we traded away Claypool. He was a starter, so you know,
Out.
I I don't know. Does he have 1 year left, Deontay?
I think so.
Didn't we just resign him?
for $38 million.
Yeah, so he'll
I
be.
think this year
he's
is a
got-
player. I think this year is a
The next
player
2
option,
seasons
right?
after we got him, so another 2 years.
So
Unless
if he's
surprise him out.
not producing by the trade deadline, or if the team is tanking, I think we got to get rid of him. But it might be
I do
hard. I
too.
don't know. I don't know
Yeah, I
how.
was going
I
to
think
say
if they
we
bring in
would
Jordan
probably
Addison,
get
I
a 5th
think-
round pick at that point, 4th round pick, especially for the salary we took him at. Oh,
Yeah,
it's going to be
Yeah.
hard if he doesn't produce.
I agree
Right.
with Doug. I agree with Doug with a C, except for Pat Fairmouth is the future tight end. He gives it A
He out
plus.
for a while.
Yeah, I know. Well, look, it's the season. It's over.
No, but I mean, what did they ever say what the injury was? All I heard was he couldn't even move on his knee, walk on his knee. I didn't hear anything after the game or anything else.
Well, it's a good
No
thing
more.
he's not going to miss any more playing time this season.
That's what I mean. He has time to
Mhm.
recover.
So,
Connor
I mean, as
Hayward
long as he
definitely
doesn't like
stepped
tear
in
an
very
ACL,
well.
I mean, I think we'll be fine, right?
yeah, I
As long
agree.
as it's not the ACL tear, the dreaded ACL.
No more
She would
knuckleheads
miss
like
in
Juju.
September and a little October. That's the case.
Yeah, I was just ready to put that one up right there.
Yeah, no
Depends.
more
But
knuckleheads.
yes, I absolutely agree. We traded away all the knuckleheads. Chase Claypool, let me waste like 20 seconds left under a minute. We got rid of him. I'm glad about that.
Yeah, stupid Vikings game. Oh, I got first down.
I know, right? First down. Yeah, so much more important than a touchdown. Let me tell you.
Yeah, how's he doing with Justin Fields throwing him the ball?
I know. I don't even think.
I don't
I think he only got like
I
200
don't think
yards.
he's played the last 2 games.
Yeah, 200 receiving yards since being on the Bears. That's great.
Yeah,
Well, Justin
Good deal.
Fields doesn't throw the ball; he runs for 141 every game.
Man, the
thought
Bears
Ben-
are so awesome at trading.
I thought Ben was going to destroy him because he looked at Ben. He's like, "Come on, get!"
Well, you want to know who's really made a bad trade? Denver. Seattle gets the 3rd, 4th pick overall next year.
yeah.
They might make the playoffs.
CJ Stroud.
I don't know if that would be a first. I know I talked about it with Joffrey. I don't know. No one really looked it up. I don't know if that'd be a first.
Mark
that
my
someone
words,
would have
CJ Stroud's going to Denver.
Who?
CJ Stroud.
Oh,
He's going to Denver.
no.
They got to get rid of Russell Wilson. They got to get somebody.
Yeah, I don't know who you're trading him to.
With what picks? CJ Stroud's not going to be there when Denver picks in the 2nd round.
Nah, he might. I'm just saying it's possible.
I think CJ Stroud goes. in
CJ
that
Stroud's a
round.
first rounder.
Yeah.
Think.
There's going to be a lot of
yeah.
quarterbacks taken in the first
Yep,
round.
quarterback. Yep, that's
We'll
exactly
see.
how it's going to
We'll
happen.
see. I don't know.
I wonder if Lamar Jackson's going to be on the move. I hear that there's some rumblings they may not re-up him, and then he's a free agent.
Jets are going to take a quarterback.
They don't even know where he. They don't even know what his status is. He's got to play. He's got to play the practice field before he even steps foot in the game.
I think Lamar Jackson should have signed that. Oh, get the fuck out of here! I think Lamar Jackson should have signed
Stroud at
Jack because I
second.
think he gets injured too much. And
That was one of the craziest.
Melissa, I don't know if
plays.
were you guys talking about the draft tonight on your show, Melissa, over there that you were popping in on? Is that why you're saying Stroud to the Texans?
Yeah, did she just
This is
see
usually
that
on our
pitch
show.
play? They did a screen pass to Amon St. Brown and then an immediate pitch to Swift. That was
I
pretty
saw
neat.
that. I saw that. That's why I said fuck.
Oh my god,
game's
that was
over.
sexy. They just got like 15 yards off that. Man,
Yeah, this game's over. couple more first downs, and that game's over.
Poor Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. The Lions are tough, man.
So I thought that's what I was wondering. Anyway, I don't know. I would give Pickens a B, but he did make a lot of great catches to me. But then
couple game-winning drives too.
Couple game-winning drive touchdown catches, maybe an A-. I can't give Deontay Johnson anything better than a C. I really can't. I don't care if he led this team in yards. You make $16 million a year. You need to do more than 862 yards and no touchdown.
And go forward.
Yeah.
And your only trip to the end zone was a 2-point conversion. That is not worth $16 million.
No, it's
and
not.
Go forward. You got to go forward, not this spin around crap.
Let's see. If we had to, he's getting like $500,000 per yard.
Doug, have you ever seen a wide receiver spin around this much and not gain any more yards? Usually you spin around to lose the wide receiver, but not like Deontay Johnson has this year. It's been horrible.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, these guys, they're trying to make the big splash play, and they just need to take the 3 or 4 yards and dive forward and get what they can.
Right.
And Johnson is one of those guys that is. I see, guys like Tyreek Hill sometimes do that where they cut back. Sometimes it works if you've got the speed, but I think I think Pittsburgh may be different than other teams. I think Pittsburgh is like, hey, take what they give you. Don't try to make a scene. Don't try to, promote yourself and just go upfield north and south and get what you can there. And if Johnson's going to continue to do that, I think he needs to be out.
I think so too.
I think Johnson needs to learn how to catch the damn ball.
I mean, he's very good at catching tennis balls. Maybe if we just wrote a letter to the Rules Commission, maybe they'll put in a rule where any game that Deontay Johnson plays, there will be tennis balls. Right, maybe he'll get like 1,500 yards a season.
Right.
Oh man, Deontay Johnson, I really don't understand why we just threw money in fire, lit it up, and just said, "Yeah, who cares?"
Yeah, the one position I'm curious about is because I think the backup tight end is typically like your blocking tight end, and I'm not sure we really have one. Gentry's really tall and kind of lanky. I'm not sure he's a real strong blocker. Hayward is more of a
6'12". Is that what they were saying today?
and Hayward is more of a he's more of a pass.
Hayward was making some good blocks today, according to the radio station.
So I wonder if we need a backup tight end that is just to stay at home, almost like an extra offensive lineman in there. But yeah, that's my thought on that position.
Reported eligible.
Mm-hmm. We're almost there. I feel it. I know we're almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we wouldn't have to do number 72 reported as eligible anymore if we got that decent backup tight end.
That works. How many times do we hear that this year?
Oh, dude, you hear it every year, man.
It's fourth and one.
Number 72 is eligible wide receiver. Okay, that's great.
Yeah, the Steelers love the jumbo, man, especially with Matt Canada. He loves jumbo.
Yep. Melissa is offering us their backup tight end, Ross Dwelly. I thought he did all right, Melissa. He was a good fill-in when Kittle was hurt. I thought so anyway.
Yeah, we could get another backup tight end. We got Vance McDonald. He worked well for us when we got him.
Oh, yeah.
Very serviceable.
Until he got hurt, but...
Yeah, until he got hurt. But still, he was a very serviceable player.
Oh, yeah.
When we had him. And he was healthy.
Yeah, him and Heath were amazing.
And we appear to be getting the Seahawks and Niners again for the third time this year. The line just got a huge 4th and 1. They threw it instead of running it.
As long as it's not the Packers and Niners.
So if the Packers would have won, would they have taken over Seattle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there's still like a minute left, and I think they have all 3 timeouts left. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Jared Goff is like
That'd
dancing
been
around like
amazing
he
if
just
they were
won the
able to
Super
keep
Bowl.
all
This game
3
is
timeouts.
over, and Green
No,
Bay
they
has
have
no
no
more
more.
tournaments left.
I was
This
going to
Green
say,
Bay
no
is-
way with like 2 minutes sub left when the Lions go. I'm like, there's no way you're going to have all 3 by then. How far they moved.
So we're thinking you want to get a big tight end, or like a blocking tight end.
Yeah, I think if we can get one, late in the draft, it's not something that's going to be in the top 5 or 6 picks, even maybe that 6th or 7th round, maybe.
What if we
Getting
got
that blocking tight end. For me, an ideal draft will be, 2 offensive linemen, and then a blocking tight end, so you can, no kidding, start running the ball down people's throats like the Ravens. I think we own the Browns. But I think we've got to control the ball, keep it away from guys like Joe Burrow and the Ravens, and I think that's the way we're going to beat those teams. I mean, you got Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Ty Boyd, you got Hurst, Joe Burrow. I mean, Mixon, P. Ryan. I mean, Cincinnati is just stacked, and I think the way that you beat that team is you've got to control the ball, and you've just got to run it. And right now, I don't think we're capable of doing that. I mean, we lose 37-30 to them last time. And
Cincinnati, yeah.
I mean, that was just we were just chucking the ball all over the place, trading scores with them. We can't win a game like that with Cincinnati. So that's kind of where I'm at with the offensive line and the running game. But we'll see. I mean, Tomlin always seems to make some kind of crazy pick, and
we got Khan this year for the first time, so we'll see
Yeah.
what those two like.
But we've got to stay at home now. We've got to focus on the lines and to me, a linebacker. I've said it a couple times, and and then we'll just see. We'll see who falls to us. If we've got the 16th pick, and then what'd you say, the Bears' second round pick, right?
Yeah, first.
So-
That was what 32
Oh.
now because of the penalty or something. Is that what you guys were saying?
Yeah, I mean, getting rid of Claypool for that second round pick, I mean, that's almost better than giving Antonio Brown to the Raiders for that third or second round pick that we got from them, and he didn't even play but a couple games for them. So
and
I mean,
Jordan
we just stole picks from the Raiders, and I think this Bears pick is a steal. We can't blow it.
I know
We've got to really invest.
Might be there.
Solid guy. So
Seeing this, Adam?
And if Jordan's there, we grab
Just
him.
watching Cobbs and Rogers walk through
Yeah,
the locker room.
like this looks like their swan song. Like bye right off into the sun.
Yeah, it looks like that was like the retirement walk down the hall.
It was, dude. Like, dude, they have their arms wrapped around each other walking down the hall.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it
was
looks
just
like the
weird.
final
I'm sorry,
time,
it just
dude.
took my total attention.
Dude, I know. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, that's it.
No.
That's
So
the
you're thinking like a
symbolism,
Sam Laporta maybe out of Iowa?
Roethlisberger took his family down the tunnel, and that was him to the sunset. So maybe that's
that
Aaron
has to
Rodgers to the sunset.
Maybe
dude.
Josh
Yep,
Wiley out of
Cobb and
Cincinnati, Doug?
Rogers.
is that are you're naming off some tight ends? I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Yes, sir. Wiley's 6'6", 250. They're saying there's at least 10 on the board that are going to be able to catch and somewhat block.
Yeah.
I don't know if we need another one of them or not, but that's what they're saying.
Yeah, that's what Doug is saying. If we get another wide receiver that help Pat.
Yeah, I was just looking over the ones coming out of the draft.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. If we get one of them, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We're not going to get Luke or
one extra weapon, maybe if we can.
We're not going to get Michael Meyer out of Notre Dame.
How's the offensive line class look?
Yeah, is there any way to replace Cedric Green or Dodson?
Well, let me look at that real quick.
Because I don't see anything that's worthwhile to keeping Dodson.
I see so many
beat too many times.
I see so many teams interested in those, those edge rushers, and of course the quarterbacks. And hopefully with Highsmith and TJ Watt, we don't really need to focus on an edge rusher. And we can no kidding hit those big offensive linemen, and maybe get a top 3 or 4 offensive linemen fall to us at 16. That'd be great.
Well, TJ's talking.
I think we need one more edge rusher on defense because every time we lose Watt, it seems like we can't get anything done.
So
Highsmith's good when TJ Watt's in there.
Yeah, TJ Watt's talking to his brother.
Pass rushers. We can get somebody who can do it on the opposite side of Watt. I think we're unstoppable. Personally,
how would you feel if TJ brings his brother in?
That would be dope, dude. Shifting the
outside. He's talking about it.
Unfortunately, we are not going to see that.
I know, but if TJ was
talking back to lineman real quick, it's showing
the
kid from Northwestern's number 1 right now, Skornowski.
Right. Yeah, he's a stud. Yep.
And then Ohio State Johnson, then Georgia Jones, Oklahoma Harrison, and then it goes Florida Terrence.
Wow, they got all their first names are states. I like that. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, if we could get one of those top 5 or 6 linemen at 16, that'd be great. And then if there's and then you're almost at the top of the second round, best player available almost, whether it's an edge rusher or an offensive lineman.
If TJ talks to him, anything's possible.
DB.
That is true. You can talk anyone out of retirement. I mean, we did it to Rob Gronkowski, right?
And Tom Brady.
Yep.
You guys are talking about edge rushers. Here's who top 5 are real quick. Out of Alabama, Anderson Jr. Out of Clemson, Murphy. Out of Georgia again, Smith. Out of LSU, OJULARI.
That's my opinion. I think that's why he put in the retirement card, because he doesn't like Arizona anymore.
Yeah, that's usually a lot of people. I think ever since Arizona did Larry Fitzgerald dirty, they haven't been the same.
Nope.
They did him dirty like we did Ben. We don't want you anymore. Get the hell out of here, you old bastard.
Steelers are good at that, Franco Harris.
Oh, yeah, dude. We forced Troy Polamalu out the door. Like, get out of here, you old fart.
Rod Woodson was the only one that proved them wrong, went on and kept playing.
Yep.
And he had a pretty solid career with Baltimore.
Yeah, I like how the Steelers always try to be like, I noticed they say funny things to the media when a player does that, like Rod Woodson. Basically calling him disloyal back then. It's like, no, dude, it's called the guy still thinks he can play. You're allowed to do that.
Right.
Like, it's called free agency.
It's not like Rod Woodson wasn't going to make the Hall of Fame as another team. He was definitely going to be a Steeler.
Don't like it when you don't retire a Steeler. They hate it when you try to play for other teams.
Can we wrap this up soon? I got to get going because I got work in the morning. So.
Right. All right. Well, let's finish it up. Let's do it. Here's one that I really wish Joffrey got to see, Eric.
Right.
I love Miles Jack.
Me too. 61 tackles, leading the team. I know, but Fitzpatrick at 56.
He got the team MVP too.
Real quick, what did you guys think of Brian Flores?
Real good.
Really?
I love him.
Really?
Yeah, he did really good. What he had.
Linebackers only had tackles though. No, there was no forced fumbles, no sacks.
I don't think forced fumbles a coach thing. I think the defense was. I think the linebacker group was excellent.
I think so too.
So
what they had to do.
Linebackers. He wasn't even really the coordinator. And what I saw from we got a lot of improvement out of Devin Bush. I thought he was never going to be the guy we traded up for. And we saw
after his hamstring problem, I thought he was done.
A little bit from Devin Bush. He did a hell of a lot better than he did last year. I wanted to cut him after last year.
Yeah,
but he improved.
He was done after his injury.
Any thoughts, Doug?
Do you guys remember Levon Kirkland?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, 99.
Yeah,
I miss him. I miss that run stuffing guy that would just blitz right up the middle and just stuff those linebackers. He was like 280, 275.
Yeah, he reminds me of
And
James Ferrier.
and I see Miles Jack. I think he was really good. But he's on the lighter end, right? And Spillane, he's that run stuffer. And of course, Devin Bush, he's not here. I think he's probably on his way out. But I really think we need that run stuffing guy in the middle. When you play that 3-4, your 3 down linemen are taking on the blocks, and your linebackers are the ones that are going to be making all the plays. And so you've got to have those guys hit that gap hard. And if you don't bring it, have that weight and that speed, you're just not going to stop the run. And so I think a Roquan Smith, or that type of linebacker in the middle is still a need.
Well, I don't think Devin Bush is going to be here next year either.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
What Eric and I were talking about is improvement. He improved from last year. Eric and I thought he was done.
Yeah, I thought he was done last year. Like, okay, he's going to have another crap year. That's what I was projecting for him. Another crap year. We go, now the Steelers have an opportunity here. They can either keep him.
And what makes me mad about Devin Bush is he did good in college, and we moved all the way up to 10th to grab him.
Right. So the fact that he improved is good, but we would have liked to have seen this from the beginning, though.
Right. That's what I agree with you, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's my argument. It's like,
I was like,
so
come on, you went from 10.
Can we re-sign him, trade him? Like, what's the deal here? I don't know. Do you think we can move on? There's a lot to do now with that.
Yeah.
Well, if TJ Watt would have stayed healthy, would have he been number 1 on this list for sacks?
5.5. Oh God, that's.
I know, right? That kind of shocked me too.
I say he probably would have gotten 12, maybe. From going 22.
Well, today they were what? They were triple and double teaming him.
No, that's what I'm saying. He probably would have had 12 because they figured.
Yeah, he would have definitely had 12. It'd have probably been Highsmith and Cameron Hayward like tied for sacks, and then Watt would have had 12. But since Highsmith, was playing by himself, there'd be in the edge rusher. He got a couple more sacks to his numbers, so that helped him.
And Adam knows how I feel about this, but Eric, since I met you for the first time, and Doug, I met you for the first time today. Alex Highsmith got snubbed off the Pro Bowl.
Yes, he did. To me, if you have more than 11 sacks, you should be a Pro Bowl.
Exactly.
I mean,
and the way he improved this year, I think that's from TJ too. I think TJ mentored him and told him how to get to quarterbacks.
Well, if he did, it's paying off.
And the Eagles had 8 Pro Bowls.
Now, if I could get a better player than Highsmith, if I was the GM, you bet your ass I would. But I'm happy with Highsmith that I have him. But like I said, the job is to improve the team, and I definitely think of this offseason there's going to be a couple of improvements the Steelers could get. But I know we don't like to sign good free agents. We don't like to spend outside. I know.
Yeah, we built from the draft.
Highsmith was a 3rd-round pick, right? I think he was. He was a 3rd-round pick.
30, sure. He was definitely a 3rd round.
But what I understand about TJ is I think he came back too early. I think that pectoral injury really affected him. And even though he came back, he wasn't 100%. Maybe the last couple games, he's really started feeling better. Right. I think we're going to get him back next year. Hopefully he won't have any injuries and we can get a full season out of him. We need him if we're gonna make headway in the playoffs. But Highsmith with 14.5 is pretty impressive.
The thing I'd love to see out of TJ Watt is, I don't know, maybe a full season. You kind of expect that out of a guy you drafted in the 1st round. I know he was 30th. He's a steal.
I totally missed this today,
what kind
boys.
of youth is he when he's on the sidelines freaking hurt all the time?
Can someone tell me what the celebration was with the CPR thing by Alex Highsmith today?
Yeah, he did that. Very good timing, huh?
I just saw this now, so
yeah,
I'm just catching wind of this.
I seen it
I was
live,
trying to find out if
he
was a 3rd-round draft pick or not.
What great
Of
timing!
course, that popped up. So what did he do?
they have the CPR celebration in Madden, and all the Madden people who play that are complaining about it being in the game.
Are
So
you
I already
serious?
knew it was a hot button topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a traumatic event and a celebration.
Right.
I mean, that's my argument. But
that's why I like
I
T
didn't
because
see
he
it.
does the kick thing, and that kick thing's his. But come on.
Right.
Yeah, all I saw was one guy. Was it Highsmith on the ground? And somebody
no,
came up
Highsmith was the one who did that. No,
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Highsmith on the ground. The other guy.
On the ground.
Somebody came up. It looked like he was pushing on his stomach, and then they stopped. It didn't seem to be orchestrated. It wasn't like a team thing. It just seemed to be one guy. I don't know. I think
I didn't
people
really
are
look into it either.
Round
I mean,
3,
yeah,
pick 38.
the only
I
thing I
appreciate
thought
the
about
that's in here, by the way.
I
That's
said,
huge. Thanks
when I
for
first
showing
seen
up.
it, I'm like, uh-oh, some people are going to take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know, and they did. He's
Right.
just trying to push the guy because he's laying on the ground friggin' tired. You know, like, yeah, good job, buddy.
Right.
But
Right.
unfortunately, it looked like CPR.
Yeah.
So is anyone surprised Minka led the team in picks?
Nope.
Not shocked. That dude's a ball hawk.
He's good.
I have breaking news, guys.
What's
he's
up?
Terrific.
I have breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Texans fire head coach Lovie Smith.
Racist.
Why? He was playing very competitive there towards the end. I think you had a lot of
Don't call me that. I just call it how I see it. Don't call me that.
I was calling the Texans.
Why would the Texans fire Lovie Smith? He's a legend. I mean, they lost a lot of games, but that dude was playing very close with very good teams. I mean, you had a lot of potential.
I think they had the most one touchdown game losses.
That's another team.
Yeah, dude. Like they're a competitive team. They just need help. Like you can't blame the head coach for that.
I mean, they were going through the whole Deshaun Watson thing.
That's a stupid.
I'm just calling it how I see it.
I know. I just I'm
that's
sure that's already been said. What I said.
You have to give a guy. You have to give a guy a 5-year plan at least. Okay, to get his team on the road, and then from there, if he can't get it done in 5 years, and that's when you let him go.
Look, we're after Tomlin's head, and it's been 16 years.
Well, yeah, that's because we've had I don't know, since friggin' 2008.
We never went 2-14 under Tomlin too.
Well, I get that, but still, you know, we have mediocre years on high expectations. I had low expectations this year, so the fact
that's where you're wrong. That's where you failed.
All right, wait. Here's Melissa's reasoning on this.
That's what I was gonna say. They won too many games, and so they fired him. They wanted the first overall pick. I agree.
Yeah, that could have been it. Look, I am a firm believer.
Didn't the coach just get in trouble for that? For not getting? Who was getting told to lose games? Who was that?
That was Brian Flores on the Dolphins.
Yeah, that was the
Dolphins.
Dolphins
for the tank for Tua. They were actually trying to do the tank for Tua, and they failed badly. Or no, they did it well because they were trying to go first overall. They're like, oh shit, we don't got the first overall pick. They ended up falling to him anyway. It was great.
Right.
Dude, I am so old. I remember the Penguins tanking for Mario. Okay, that's what I remember. That's how old I am.
Dude,
they tanked like crazy.
You remember that they sent that goalie down at the.
He comes up, he does well. Now get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Yep, get him out. Yep, dude.
You have no idea what the Penguins did to get.
Documentary about that because they're like, what the hell is this guy doing on the team? What the hell?
You have no idea what the Penguins did to get Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, they sent Barrasso down.
And they didn't even see. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins.
No, they sent
somebody else.
But you know why there's a draft lottery in the NHL? You know why? The fucking Pittsburgh Penguins. That's why. That they instituted it because of them.
I mean, look at all the number 1 picks we had. Fleury. Well, I mean, we would have had Ovechkin and Crosby, which would have been sick.
Oh my god! Yeah,
can you imagine
in that second pick?
We had Ovi.
Oh man,
could you imagine how many assists? You imagine how many assists?
Now we wouldn't be able to keep them all. I mean, we'd be losing one of them by like year 4 or 5. Like probably Ovechkin would have been lost, but
yeah, they got this lottery
that first
now.
4 or 5 years would have been great.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, they got that lottery just so they don't tank. On purpose. It's crazy.
I think the lottery is a good idea. I'd love to see the NFL institute that.
Yes. No, that'll be awesome.
That would be crazy.
Dude, if the NFL said we're gonna do a draft lottery, everyone would lose their shit because that's like, first of all, the most popular sport we got here.
Everybody else is doing fine.
It'd be more exciting.
Steelers go 9-8. They got a 1 out of 100 chance of winning the first pick, and they win it. That would be crazy.
Dude. That'd be insane if like the Steelers.
Doug nailed it.
Steelers are projected 16th pick. Here we go. And, oh my goodness, it's the friggin', for example, Texans. They have now moved into the top 3. What?
Yep.
Dude, that'd be nuts.
That would be nuts.
Yep. Steelers automatically move in top 3. No way.
Exactly.
Doug, did you hear me? That Highsmith was a 3rd round pick.
I thought he was. I thought he was not a Division II, but he was kind of a Division I, but not a well-known school, but incredible athlete. So they kind of reached a little bit for him, but he's paid off. He's paid off, and I think he had 1 year kind of learning behind the guys, and then stepped in.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think the Steelers look at what school you played for. I think they look at the exact build they want for that kind of position.
Yeah,
they do. They
Colorado State or something like that. Yeah.
If you,
what's up with Doug Peterson and Brian Flores? What does that mean?
Doug Peterson and Brian Flores.
I think we were talking about 10. I think.
Okay.
Melissa, do you want to? Were we
Wasn't
talking
Doug
about tanking
Peterson
here?
with the Eagles at the time?
Yeah, but Doug Pearson didn't tank. He won the Super Bowl with the Steelers, or with the Eagles, and then he went to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What Doug Pearson has to do with the Brian Flores situation, because he had Trevor Lawrence already there.
I would like Melissa to expand on that.
Yeah, because I saw that. I'm like, what does that have to do with Brian Flores' deal?
I don't know. I am intrigued on what that means.
Should we send the invite real quick?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this whole Doug Pearson and Brian
instead
Flores.
of typing, join us.
Doug Peterson was forced to tank with the quarterback switch. Yeah, I was going to say for Jalen Hurts.
With
Carson Wentz got hurt. Wentz got hurt.
Right, Nick Foles won the Super Bowl.
But Carson Wentz got hurt.
He did something Brady never did in the Super Bowl and caught a touchdown pass.
Right, but Carson Wentz got hurt, so they got Nick Foles for quarterback too. And Nick Foles got hot. He had the hot hand.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, rode it all the way to
Nate Sudfeld.
That didn't play.
Jesus. Nate coming out of the freaking woodwork. Holy cow.
Nate Sudfeld.
Man, yeah,
this
but
is one
he
of the smartest, knowledgeable people I've ever met.
So what do you guys think about the Pittsburgh's cornerbacks? I haven't really. I know they've kind of moved some guys in and out, but do you think they've got a need for new cornerbacks, or are they in good shape?
No, Levi Wallace needs to go.
He was second on the team in interceptions, Pens.
I know, but something needs to happen. They need to have another Troy Polamalu come in, like something.
Yeah, I think the Steelers need one more elite defensive player, and then I think that defense is set, because every time TJ Watt gets hurt, it seems like we just fall apart. So
I think
TJ's not playing.
We need a couple more pieces.
I think we're 2-20 or something when Watt's not in the lineup.
Right, because Cam Hayward, he's getting old. We need a replacement for him one day.
He's only
he's probably going to retire soon.
He's going to retire really soon. We have to figure
Hayward's
out.
Only 33 or something, ain't he?
But I know the Steelers don't like that. No need to look at replacements. We like our old guys.
As soon as you hit 30s, they look at the next 20s down. They look at the next radar.
Yeah.
They're looking for your replacement when you hit 32.
Yeah, I mean, as Tomlin was a defensive coordinator, and I think before that he was a defensive backs coach, and so I've always kind of looked at him when he came in
backs coach with Tampa when they won, right?
Get that defense, get that defensive cornerbacks and the safeties, seeing that talent in the draft and feeding your team with them. But it just seems we're always chasing, and always in need of a good corner. Because it just seems to me like we either can't play a zone very well, or when we go man to man, there's always a guy running open, for whatever reason.
Our
so
3-4 zone
I was just
sucks.
curious what you guys thought.
Yeah,
well, it seems like every time we draft a corner first round, it seems like they never pan out, right? I mean, the last time we did it was in 1998. The guy we picked ended up sucking. We do it again with Artie Burns. Well, you see where he went. Chicago, panned out, never to be seen to play again. So,
anyone know who this one is?
Samson Ibuku.
Is that a college guy coming up?
Whoa. Calm it down. Yeah, okay, so maybe I think this is about the defensive conversation. I said we needed one more defensive player.
Defensive line.
D-line, yeah, I was going to say. Depending on his 40 times.
We went from corners to defensive line like that, so.
I mean, does he fit the 3-4 structure? Is he a good nose tackle? Is he a good interior lineman? Like, if he fits that role, then yeah. I mean, sure, we could take that. We need more of those.
Never mind.
So.
Should have just said that. I should have known.
I don't know.
My name was. But anyway, guys, real quick before we jet,
can we talk
thoughts for what we have to do for next year, and then we're gonna cut it. Pens, we'll go with you if you want to leave. How do people get you real quick too? After that, I know you want to jet because you got to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter on Pensman Sports and on TikTok on Pensman Sports.
And what are your thoughts for what we got to do and for next year, real quick?
You guys are probably going to yell at me, but we need to get rid of Matt Canada and Terrell Austin, and Doug just jetted. So, I think we need to get rid of Terrell Austin, and we need to get rid of Matt Canada and get somebody that actually knows football. And I just don't like college football coaching. I just don't like it. College football belongs in coaching. NFL belongs in the NFL. Bring an NFL mindset person, open the playbook, and actually teach this player how to be team effort. That way there's not on side of one person. Everybody's looking at Kenny Pickett. Everybody's looking at TJ Watt. As soon as TJ Watt does, we're done. And they throw in the towel. And by the end of the first quarter, they need to have a group effort. That's just my point of view. I like to see Brian Flores move into defensive coordinator. I think he'll be a good defensive coordinator.
Eric, you're on mute.
I know. I was talking to my father-in-law.
Oh. What are your thoughts?
On what? I'm sorry.
What we got to do and
okay, so what do the Steelers got to do? Okay, well, I could tell you what they got to do, but what they got to do is they got to sign some free agents at offensive line again. But maybe we actually sign a good free agent. Okay. I mean, James Daniels, yes, he was our best offensive line signing. He did good, but our center we got, Mason Cole, down on him. Not a big fan.
Hold on, Eric. That's coming out in March.
They just
might have came out with who they're playing.
Okay.
Yeah,
they might have came out with who they're playing.
Already?
Well, depending on our roster acquisitions, we'll see. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Eric. Sorry to interrupt you, but that can't comment. I thought they'd come out in March or February for next year's schedule.
I don't know. I mean, now depending on what moves we make, we can make a prediction from there.
Sorry about that. That was
Doug.
He sent it to me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so Doug didn't bail. He just kind of disconnected there for a second.
Yeah, I was trying to look up Samson and something.
Can I say
Yeah, I
something?
think you might have. I think you might have not went to a different tab. You just searched on it and it just took you off the.
Can I say something quick here? They play the Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Jaguars, Titans, Cardinals, 49ers, Patriots, Packers at home. Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Texans, Colts, Rams, Seahawks, and Raiders away. That's the season next year.
Our home games are going to be a little bit more difficult.
Melissa, there you go. Niners are coming to Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Victor, for sending that. I didn't think they'd send it out that quick, but apparently they did.
They already got it ready and everything, huh?
Yeah,
The schedule's not released. It's just who we're playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't know
that
who
means
we're
we're playing the NFC
just
West.
Know the opponents. Okay.
Yeah.
What was the other team? Thank you, Vic.
Yeah, I didn't.
Well, our
Who's
home
the other
games,
division
we're
we're
definitely
playing?
going to be struggling next year, without a doubt. The home schedule is going to be tough.
Ravens, Bengals,
Vic's
Browns.
already starting a dilemma here.
Ravens, Bengals, Browns,
Kenny.
Jaguars, Titans.
Yeah, Niners win so far. Hopefully, we can make acquisitions.
And Patriots.
I wouldn't get too cocky.
I'm not. So we play the NFC.
I want the 49ers fan in here. Don't get too cocky.
You got the Patriots and who else?
Dude, they got BCP, baby.
Jaguars, Titans, Cardinals, 49ers, Patriots, Packers. And we play the Colts, Rams, Seahawks, and Raiders away.
Now, hopefully the Rams are still bad, because I don't think they have a first-round draft pick.
Okay.
We're going to see Baker Mayfield again.
I think the Rams will have a bounce-back year.
SoFi Stadium. Yep, that'll be nice.
Where's it at? SoFi.
Yeah, SoFi, and then you got to go up to Seattle. We can win those games. We can win those games.
We know what the Ravens are like. We know what the Bengals are like. We know what the Browns are like. The Texans suck. The Colts suck. The Rams, they're average. Seahawks,
I think they'll have a bounce-back year.
They'll have
Oh yeah. We're in the playoffs already, guys. In 2023.
And we have the 17th pick, so we have been wrong all night.
Aaron Donald might retire.
Oh, the Lions got the Rams pick. That is a really good. Wow, that's awesome.
Lions are going to be stacked.
Oh my God, yeah, they need to make the right pick. Who that right pick's going to be yet? I don't know.
She's already
got to draft a quarterback.
She's already predicting the game already.
I know. I don't even know what acquisitions each team made yet. Who's leaving? Who's staying? Who's a fresh face? We don't even know yet.
Well, Jimmy G's going to be quarterback for the Niners, right?
I don't know.
Dude, you're going to get her. You're going to get her so fired up. You're going to get her.
I mean, as I think we know our QB situation, it's pick it all the way. But now they got like a three-way struggle.
Jimmy G, man, he's awesome.
Jimmy G is not going to be the quarterback. Jimmy G, it's going to be a Trey Lance and Brock Purdy off-season type of thing, and
yep,
it's going to be so interesting to be in that camp because both these quarterbacks are going to be pretty much balling out for their lives in the San Francisco training camp. It's gonna be wild. This is going to be a good quarterback competition.
I have two things to say, and I'm out.
Because Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be $30 million off the books.
Yeah.
I have two things, and I'm out. Leave T. Higgins alone. Leave T. Higgins alone, and leave Boswell alone.
Why are we leaving Boswell alone?
Because everybody's criticizing him for missing field goals. It's part of your job. The ball was cold in Las Vegas, or when we played the Raiders, and he missed the field goal the next week. It happens.
I mean, he had a bad year before. We all called for his head, and he had one of the best kicking seasons of his life. Like, I think people need to calm down with that.
Right. Yeah, no. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Leave Boswell alone.
All right. Now, if he continues,
Jeff Reed missed a lot of kicks.
But
Jeff Reed missed a lot of kicks, and we didn't crucify him. Boswell misses a couple kicks, and that's it.
Well, that's because Jeff Reed was like Jesus here in Pittsburgh for a while. I mean, I don't know. He was an icon here. He was bar fights.
It's okay. You missed a 45-yarder. It's okay. It's all good.
See, that's because Jeff Reed was your average Joe who was a normal guy. He would bar fight people.
Jeff Reed might have been in this house that I'm in.
He was a good kicker, and a lot of us Pittsburghers related to him.
Yep.
Jeff Reed's best friend lived in this house before I moved in.
Nice.
See what I mean? Like, dude, Jeff Reed would like lodge with somebody. He wouldn't even get his own place. He was like the league bum. Like,
he wasn't drafted either, right? We didn't waste a draft pick on a kicker like we did with Percy Harvin.
Sometimes you do, but
we never hear about kickers getting drafted anyway that much.
Yeah, I mean, 7th round, you might get one, but kickers are getting drafted is rare.
Yeah, and wasn't Boswell? Didn't he miss a few games this year? So I mean,
he got hurt.
Those guys.
What do we have? Michael White or something, right?
No, we had the guy who replaced Harrison Bucker on the Kansas City Chiefs, Matt Wright.
Yeah, Matt Wright did.
Matt Wright, okay.
Matt Wright was okay. I liked his fill.
And he missed kicks, and it's like,
dude, that dude played on like 4 different teams this year.
Vic is way too early to tell. I can't even answer that question. We have to wait until we see the offseason, how the team's going to shape up. I can't answer anything.
I'm not going into it. Like, we just saw who they're playing, so obviously
we know it's not going to be the same roster.
We're going to wait till after the draft to talk about that.
Yeah, I was gonna
say. We're gonna go over schedule predictions and all that again. We're gonna do it different this year. We're gonna get it all done.
Right.
Yeah. I'm definitely
we should actually make our own charts too.
Like double digits.
Yeah, instead of me passing them out, right? It didn't help that you guys didn't
I'll
have
make a chart and we'll actually post them up in here. Eric's picks, Adam's picks, whoever wants to do
it. I had different colored markers filling this shit out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it on the one website that'll automatically like make the standings and then the playoff stuff.
No
and you can pick the playoffs too. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do all that, not just the standings. I'm gonna do that.
I want to get
Super Bowl.
No, I won't. We'll talk to you after the draft.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about Super Bowl after the draft.
Yeah, of course. After the Super Bowl, I ain't worry about next season right now. I want to enjoy the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hans, you got anything lined up this week before you jet?
Not right now.
Just a recap show on Wednesday when you get home.
Just check my community posts. I post frequently. That's why I encourage everybody. My community post really is low. Just go in there.
You can always ask these two if they want to come. You can always ask these two if they want to come on and do a stream with you if you want.
Doug, thanks for subscribing to my channel. Eric, you're welcome if you want. If you're free, I do a lot of Penguins games. If you do a Penguins game, just hit my link. Whatever, that's fine.
Okay.
But whatever you have to do. But if you want,
remember, you have to send Doug an email though. If you want Doug, you have to send Doug an actual email. He's old school, doesn't have Twitter and Facebook.
You got my email. Yep.
Yeah, I got it.
So, doing it old school.
Don't forget to support the Driving to the Top network also, or Driving to the Top Productions YouTube page too, Vic.
Always.
That's where you can find all of our shows with Matt and Evan and our recap show on Wednesday night. And we have Niners show with Melissa and everyone else on the show. And we got Pens and we got me and
don't forget Matt with the Ravens.
I did. I said we got Matt.
Okay. Yeah.
I was not saying Ravens. It wasn't in me.
Yeah. You gotta get the Ratbirds in there.
Anyway, Eric, how people get you?
Well, right now I'm not really doing anything on YouTube or nothing like that besides this. But if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Eric_Reffert_96. That's my personal Twitter. You can follow me on there if you want.
Sweet. All right. Hey, we are going to end this with the sad passing of Franco Harris. I've been running the video, but that's how we're going to close this thing out. I can't thank you guys enough. Everyone out there in the comments world, thank you. Hit that like, subscribe button. Doug, nice meeting you.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel.
Eric.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've got a YouTube channel. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers.
That's what's up.
I do custom NASCAR cars. and it's
That's
a weird
sweet.
hobby, but that's what I do. I make these little cars, and show people how I do. I've been doing that
My
for
boy
about
would
12
be like, I
years.
want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you could send me a Kevin Harvick one before he actually hangs it up, that'd be awesome.
yeah, I got into NASCAR a long time ago. Obviously, Pennsylvania, not too many people into NASCAR, but it's just Doug Mount Customs, and that's what I do.
I'll check it
And
out.
so
We'll sub to
yeah,
each other's channel.
Doug Mountain Customs. I like that.
there you go. Check it out. Been on YouTube for a couple of years, and just love doing it. Love sharing with usually a lot of crazy teenagers that do custom cars, and yeah, so
That's what's
a lot
up.
of fun. A lot of fun.
Well, they say
Hey, Doug,
sharing's caring.
If you can, Doug, leave that in the private chat so I can find it real quick.
Sure.
That way I can have that.
Alrighty. Hey, I'll see you guys.
All right.
All right. We'll see you.
See ya.